Mistakes and failures, they are actually expected in the journey of entrepreneurship. But if you are keeping note of all the lessons from your mistakes and failures, you should never consider yourself a failure because it actually helps you become a better person and entrepreneur, and it helps you move closer to your goal. Do you agree with that? Because tonight, in our Manifest Master Inspire, our guest is going to talk about all the mistakes and failures that he did when he started his journey to entrepreneurship. But before we do that, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Maraming maraming salamat for joining us once again to this new episode of Manifest Master Inspire. I am your host, Joanna Marie Lazaro, Loro CEO and co-owner, and it is my privilege and I'm really happy to be here tonight because once again, I'm going to have an opportunity to learn from my co-host and from our guests. And before I do that, maraming salamat po. So, nandito na, Sir Edgar, Miss Aurora. Wow, Coach Luis. Hello, everyone. Good evening, CEO. Good evening to you, Coach. Judith Opeña, maraming salamat po sa inyo. From my home to your home, from my heart to your heart, I am sending you love, positivity, resilience, courage, vulnerability, tenacity, hope, faith, believe in yourself, most importantly, and forgiveness. Self-forgiveness is actually very, very important. And everything and anything that you need tonight, I'm sending them all to you, and I hope that you are going to accept it from my heart to yours. And please help me welcome right now. I'm so excited because now I am going to be joined in by my mentor, my friend, and the K-pop chairman, president, and founder of Lorus Enterprises, K-pop Jerome San. Jerome, hindi ka nakamute ka.
Hi. Okay, hi. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Joanna. Thank you for joining us. Yun. May K-pop na ngayon. Oh my gosh.
I'm keeping it for you. The only one, K-pop chairman, founder, and president in the whole wide Philippines. Mr. Jerome San. Kamusta ka na, Jerome?
Well, okay naman. Yun. So far, lockdown end na itong 15, no? I think by 2 days from now.
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully na-lift na. Yes.
Yeah, and hopefully hindi mag-surge ulit.
Yes, sana ma-maintain na natin yung number to continue keep it down, right? Yan. Yes. So, Jerome, we're super excited for tonight once again. Grabe, yes. Every Wednesday na lang, yung adrenaline natin laging mataas kasi every week we are joined in by amazing leaders. There are not ordinary individuals. They are extraordinary who has achieved extraordinary results in their lives, right?
Yeah, and all of them have very inspiring stories sa journey nila. Because from where they are right now, from where they started, gosh, ang laki ng difference. So super excited tonight because we have worked with him sa Take-Off Summit. Yung guest natin, yes. And I would say full of energy, and siya nagdala talaga buong 2 days.
Yes, sila ni Coach Luis, who is watching us right now. Yes.
Hi, Coach Luis.
Oo. Kanina during our alignment with him nga, sabi ko nga sa kanya, imagine him being the host of Take-Off Summit. Sobrang dami na niyang value na na-provide for our participants back then. So how much more that the spotlight is on him, right? For the next, to all our viewers, are you prepared for this? Until 12 midnight po tayo because, hulaan niyo po kung bakit. Sino po ba yung makakahula dyan? Doon sa mga regular audience po natin. Because here, we have a tradition, and if this is your first time watching Manifest Master Inspire, let me tell you, for our guests, we always prepare 4,588 questions. Bakit po may 88? Kasi po naniniwala kami that 88 is swerte. So we hope that you are able to prepare your dinner in advance, and also that you have your coffee or water, pen and paper, most importantly, Jerome. Kasi I really feel it in my heart. Ang dami nating isusulat
Yes,
tonight
tama.
coming from this amazing guy.
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to tonight.
Correct. So before we call him in, Jerome, please allow me muna to greet some of our friends here who are actively commenting already. So maraming salamat. Once again, Edgar, hi! Thank you
Hi,
so much for
Edgar.
being here. Miss Aurora, watching from Bulacan, of course. Coach Luis, Nak, super support. I love it. Ayan. Good po sa mga we have friends, kindly give StreamYard a permission to display your name, especially if you are watching us from the Thrive community. Kasi on our side po, hindi namin makita yung pangalan ninyo. So, hindi po namin kayo properly ma-recognize. So, please give StreamYard permission to display your name so that we can greet you po. Pero maraming salamat that you are here. Yung nagbati po ng good evening, Miss Joanna. Thank you so much. Miss Judith Opeña, hello po. Sam Bruce Garcia, good evening to you. Gomer Galandia, good evening to all to you. Andre, Coach Luis, natatawa siya sa K-pop. Yes,
Okay.
Coach Luis, K-pop na po talaga si Jerome. 2 weeks ago lang naman yan. So, sabi din ni, ayan, natatawa din si Facebook user sa atin. And Iris, hi! Good evening, Loris
Hi,
and Joanne.
Iris.
Hello, Iris. So yan po.
Hello.
So, since I already greeted everybody, if this is your first time watching our show, kindly, we ask you to please continue to engage with us through the comment section. Allow us to read your aha moments or whatever it is that you want to share during the entire show. And again, please give StreamYard a permission to display your name. And also because meron po tayong pinakamaganda or pinakamagagaling na internet providers in the whole world, if ever po that suddenly myself, Jerome, or even our guest got cut off due to poor internet connection po, just stay there. Don't worry. We will immediately return. All right? And also, Jerome, can I please request you to share to our online audience what Manifest Master Inspire is all about?
Sige, with pleasure. Lours Enterprises, our company, we do live learning live events. Since nung nag-lockdown last year, March, we postponed all our live events to further notice. So, but we still want to continue provide value to our clients. So that's why we created this. We call it M.M.I, stands for Manifest Master Inspire, where we invite our learning partners to share their expertise, their insight, their learnings in life. Yung
Experiences
ganon.
and
Because
everything.
yes, because all of them have manifested their dreams, mastered their craft, and right now they are inspiring the world. Tonight we're very excited because we have this. Actually, yeah. Even us, Lawson, we learn a lot from this person because he's super galing, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. Sobrang
So
bata,
hopefully gonna
pero
learn a lot. Yeah. Matindi, magaling, matinik.
yes. So, yes, we're sure you guys, our audience, are so excited to learn and meet him now. But please allow me muna to invite everyone on the show right now. If this is your first time to watch Manifest or experience Manifest Master Inspire, or if this is your first time to even experience Lorus Enterprises, katulad nga po na sinabi ni Jerome, we are into events po talaga. And since 2005, actually, we have done hundreds of seminars and trainings related to personal growth and professional development. So please allow me to invite all of you to follow us, Lorus Enterprises, in all our social media accounts, such as Facebook, the one who's hosting us right now. We are also on Instagram. We are also on YouTube. And in fact, we are streaming live simultaneously in YouTube. Also, LinkedIn. And of course, Laika. We are inviting you to please like and follow and subscribe to us because I guarantee you, sabi nga, there are no guarantees in life, but with Loros Enterprises, I'm guaranteeing you that you are going to pick up tons of gold because we have done more than 100 interviews na po of different individuals, including world-renowned speakers and trainers. And also, allow me to invite you to my page, Joanna Marie. If ever po that you are interested to get to know me more, to engage with me, please follow me on my page. That would be Joanna Marie at Joanna Marie page. And here po, we're going to talk anything under the sun. Business, leadership, habits, even mga lifestyle and travels, and mga kikoy and kikay things po. So I look forward to engaging with you at Joanna Marie and also here at Loros Enterprises. Yan. So good evening to you, Lizelle. So now, Jerome, I think it's high time for you to introduce our special guest tonight.
Yes, with pleasure. So he's a young entrepreneur that started his career at age 19 with no unfair advantage in the marketplace, but only pure grit and heart for personal growth and development. With the right faith, right person, right people, and the right tool, he now owns five businesses from different industries in only 7 years in the marketplace. He admits that there's so much more to grow. But if there's one thing he has inspired all of us is that anything, including making your 10-year goals in less than 5 years, is possible for as long as you have the right faith, right consciousness, and the right tool. So without
Correct.
further ado, yes, please help us welcome Coach Migs.
Wow,
There
thank you
he
so
is,
much.
coming.
Maraming salamat. Grabe namang build up yan. I hope mapantayan ko yung build up na yan.
Coach
Yes.
Migs, feeling nga namin kulang pa eh. Kasi,
Hi.
pero what we want, and what Jerome and I wanted talaga is for people to get to know you more and at the
Mhm.
same time, really learn directly from you. Kasi
Mhm.
kami ni Jerome, despite na medyo malayo na yung edad namin sa'yo, ang dami pa rin naming natututunan.
Yeah,
Wow,
and
wow.
I know Migs kasi you have transformed lives of hundreds of people na rin eh. Yeah,
Mhm.
through your coaching, through certain programs that you do, which with Coach Russ and the team. So, we want really people to know what you have done and also what you can help them create.
All right,
Yes.
sure. Yeah, excited to be of value, of course, to a lot of people who's here. We do Ako, what I always want to say, I want to make sure I get to provide so much value to their time kasi hindi naman na mababalik yan. It has
Correct.
always been there, and I want to make sure I get to be worth it pagdating sa oras ng mga nanonood.
True, because time talaga, that is the biggest gift or the most precious gift one can give us. And right now that they are here with us, spending their time. So, since kasi Migs, we prepared 4,588 questions for you. So, we're expecting to finish by tomorrow, 12 noon. So, imagine mo
Well,
yung time na
pwede
ibibigay
ako
mo na sa
mag-extend until 2 PM kasi baka mag-overtime ako dun sa bukas.
noted. You got yourself a deal. 2 p.m. it is.
Yeah.
All right.
But before we start with our first question out of the 4,588 MIGs, please allow me to thank you on behalf of the Lorus Enterprises family. Really, we are so grateful and we feel so privileged having you tonight, knowing that you're doing a lot and there are so many people being mentored by you. Plus, you have a big team and you have several businesses that you have to manage, and yet you make time to be here with us. So maraming salamat din sa oras mo.
Thank you, thank you. Alam niyo naman, basta tumawag kayong dalawa, sabihin ko, okay, i-set aside ko lahat para lang sa 88 na swerte.
Sabi nga ni Coach Louie, eh,
Oh,
Okay.
nakalimutan niya yung
swerte yan.
4,500. Yeah. All right. So I think we are ready to begin. The first question out of 4,588. Fire it up.
Yes. So, sige, Migs. Kasi right now you own five businesses. You're very successful in each one of them. You have transformed lives of hundreds of people in just span of 7 years.
Right.
Yeah, in just span of 7 years. So can you tell us how did you start? Because I know you didn't start as a coach, as a this person eh. So bring us back to how you started.
Wow, thank you. I'm gonna be honest, no. I didn't know at that time. That was, I think, 7 years ago when I started. I didn't know it will all come down to this. So I love your question, Jerome, because I want to bring everyone back to how I started. Because I did not start really as a professional. I could still remember. I will say that I started. I guess I was 15. Okay.
Wow.
Not in business pa, but
Mhm.
really when that passion and that purpose that I had and I thought about it, I think I was 15. Parang when I was 15 years old, dun ko na na-realize na ang gusto ko lang sa buhay dumaldal ng dumaldal, no? Kaya happy ako ngayon eh. Happy ako talaga, oo. Kasi parang, uy, dadaldal na naman ako. Parang passion ko to, kaya ko to hanggang 2 p.m. bukas. Because honestly, it was at that time when I realized, you know what, I don't want to do any other thing. I don't want to please, okay, quote unquote, I don't want to please the society as far as what is the right successful track is. I don't want to please the society as far as what is the right ano yung pinakamaraming pera, no? But really focus on what I want to do and what I love doing. So I was 15 at that time when I realized it. I started applying for college exams for communication. So I graduated communication. Thank God na pumasa ako. Okay, salamat, no? Pumasa ako. Pero I graduated communication because of that one reason and one reason alone. Because I wanted to communicate, gusto ko lang dumaldal, gusto ko lang magsalita. I didn't realize at that time na kapag communication pala yung course mo, merong mga film, merong photography, merong mga ganyan-ganyan na subject. Ang gusto ko lang naman dumaldal. Hindi ba pwedeng dadaldal lang ako tapos kayo na bahala sa mga picture, ganyan, no? And then, the moment I graduated, I started finding work. Okay? Little did I know, this was, kaya sinabi ko sa introduction ko, with the right faith and the right tool. Because little did I know, my first job, my faith, I will say, not to be religious around it, no? But my faith allowed me to be where I'm at simply because, did you know my first job was in a training company? I was a salesman. Oh. So I didn't know nung nag-apply ako doon, hindi ko alam na na training company siya. Ang alam ko lang nag-a-apply ako. Kasi sabi ko, graduate na ako, tambay na ako, kailangan ko nang umalis dito sa bahay. So I want to find work, I want to find job. Little did I know at that time, it was actually a training company. So at that time when I got accepted, so my first job was as a salesman. So sabi ko, okay, hindi ako marunong nito, magbenta. Ang akala ko sa pagbebenta dati yung parang naglalako sa mall, di ba? Sabi ko, parang hindi yata para sa akin to. Pero little did I realize, I started speaking to a lot kasi may quota at that time. When I started, I was 19. Ang kailangan mag-submit ka ng like 40 letters a day. So sabi ko, grabe. It takes me a lot of work. But little did I realize, I was started to speak and speak and speak. Now, was it an easy path? No. Sabi ko nga doon sa introduction ko when you guys asked me how do you want to introduce, my first 6 months I had 0 sales. As in literally 0. I started to question myself. Sabi ko, is this really for me? Tama ba itong ginagawa ko? Kasi baka hindi ako para dito because based on result, I've got no result.
Yeah.
But little did I know at that time, it actually realigned me kasi I started reading books on sales, how to really get better. Since it's a training company also, nagpaalam ako dun sa boss ko. Sabi ko, boss, pwede bang tayo, ex-deal? Wala akong pambayad. Kasi it was one of the largest and oldest training company in the world na parang meron lang silang Philippine branch. So, sabi ko, yung course nila medyo mahal at that time. So, sabi ko, boss, pwede bang bigyan mo na lang ako ng quota? Bawiin ko na lang siguro kasi wala akong pambayad sa seminar. And then, they actually allowed me to enroll in a communication course kasi meron kami at that time a communication course. Little did I know, during those times were actually preparing me for business. These are actually preparing me for coaching. These are actually preparing me for training. That at that time, I thought I was just working. I thought I was just there to put in a salary, to put in food on my table. But all was a build up. I will call it all is a setup. No,
Mm-hmm.
uh, to being where I am now. Because the moment I started going into that, I started going into clubs, yung mga communication clubs in Manila, started honing my skills there.
Mm-hmm.
Little did I know at that time, I started to get airtime. Which, by the way, I want to share with everybody. The best learning is airtime. Ibig sabihin, how are you and how are you and me are being on the field actually practicing, executing, and applying. Every training, no? The training that, we do, kahit ako, even I'm in the training industry also, even the training that I do, I can admit na if you just listen to me and just write notes and not actually apply it by tomorrow,
Mhm.
it might not really create the same amount of result as you apply it tonight. So,
Yes.
little did I know it was actually a setup because I was getting a lot of airtime. I've been speaking with uh, hundreds of people that it may not bring result at that time at age 19.
Mhm.
I started to think in how do these people think. And I started to get myself exposed to the real marketplace, to the real world. And I think
Mm-hmm.
Jerome and Joanna, that's how I started really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Then tuloy ko lang konti. After I worked, okay, I started going to another job and I started realize kasi when I went to another job after that short stint, I started selling a lot. Doon na ako nagsimula magkaroon ng business mindset.
Mm-mm.
So natutunan ko na, no, how to be good in sales. Okay? Magba-backtrack lang ako, Joanna and Jerome, allow me. This
Mhm.
backtrack
Sige.
is parang sidebar, no? Which means if you want to enter into business, guys, I tell you the very first thing you want to master is sales. Because if you know how to sell, it's easier to get into business. Now, when I started knowing how to sell, I was really good at selling that in my third month at that time in my new company, I started becoming the top salesperson.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized when I became the top sales person, I become promoted to sales team lead. Uh,
Mm-mm.
nung time na yon, yung sales team lead pala, ano lang, no, title lang yung nabago. Ewan ko sa iba, no, pero sa akin at that time, title lang yung nabago, hindi nagbago yung salary, hindi nagbago yung
Mhm.
benefits. Ano lang, pangalan lang, title lang yung nabago. So sabi ko parang wala naman yatang bisa tong title na to. Everything I do, it's extra responsibility, it's extra work, but there's no extra benefit. So there I started questioning if I am still up for being employed. So doon na ako nag-isip.
Mm-mm. I see.
Tama ba na mag-isip ako? So I started uh, taking a leap, no? To enter business. Now, since it's my first time to enter business, you don't need to guess if I did it successfully right away. Syempre hindi. Kasi
Mhm.
kasi wala naman nagsimulang gano'n, 'di ba, na
May
magaling
learning
agad.
curve, eh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so siyempre nung nagsimula ako, wala talaga, as in I thought I was being because of my background, quote unquote, I thought I know already because I know how to sell. I thought I know how to make business work because I was sales team lead. I thought I know how to lead. Little did I know that business is an entirely different thing than being work and given responsibilities. So
Yes.
dun ko siya natutunan ngayon.
Mm-mm.
My first 4 business failed, honestly. And even there was one business that I did that I entered that just because I did not put things in writing,
Mhm.
it was actually taken out from me. So even
Oh.
if it generated profit. So of course,
Mhm.
how do you think I felt? Of course, bad.
Mm-mm.
Parang sabi ko, parang ito yung aking quote unquote welcome to the real world. So I was
Mm-mm.
21 when I thought I wanted to enter into business, but it failed so deep, no? that sabi ko, balik na lang yata ako. Balik na lang ako siguro sa pag-a-apply. Then, there I entered into training by accident. Kasi isa sa mga friends ko, sabi niya, attend ka ng seminar na to. Sabi ko, ayoko seminar. Kasi akala ko dati, di ba yung seminar dati parang ang pangit, no? Kapag ikaw yung nasa, no, seriously, kapag high school ka or college na,
Yes.
di ba yung
Yeah,
seminar,
boring.
recollection, di ba? Alam niyo yon yung mga required. Akala ko ganon. Little did I know, meron palang tinatawag na personal development seminar. So, there I started by accident getting into personal development seminars. And I tell you, the moment I started sitting down and in front of that seminar, and the speaker started to provide personal growth, personal development, ang sabi ko lang sa sarili ko, my God, this is what I wanna do. Ito lang talaga gagawin ko. I will do whatever it takes to do what I am seeing right now.
Yes.
That burning desire, no joke, that burning passion literally reignited in me again na parang back when I was 15 years old, I told myself, this is what I wanna do. Then reignited, sabi ko, I will do whatever it takes. So what did I do? I spent 8 months in pure learning. Okay? As in literal pure learning, sinabi ko naman to, I asked to be an apprentice to what, you know who he is, si Coach Russ. I asked to be his apprentice, as in literal, buhating ko yung bag mo, buhating ko yung tumbler mo, whatever it is I can do, alalay in short. Proud po ako, no? PA po ako, proud alalay. Okay, hindi siya personal assistant, no? I will be proud about it because I say if the only value I can give is service, to learn the craft, to learn business, and to learn the industry, the marketplace, then let me be the proudest alalay that I can ever be. Without pay. Okay, I don't care if there's payment or not, simply because the payment for growth is worth it. That's enough.
Yes.
What I got from that 8 months actually paved the way to how I sell now, to how I view people now, to my self-esteem today. Because here's the Joanna and Jerome, if I may be honest, the truth here is, if there's so much self-esteem, so much self-awareness, and so much responsibility to take action, having that first business is the what you want to build momentum with. Pero having the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, it's easy na. Madali na siya.
Yes. Migs, I have a question though. Kasi while you are telling us how you started in your current path right now, I just wonder, kasi you already mentioned it the burning desire in you that started when you were 15. What inspired you? Or, I mean, can you move us a little back? Saan nanggagaling yung burning desire to begin with? Parang did you grow up ba in a family that has nothing? Kasi if I remember it right, hindi naman, diba? Medyo your family are well off. Pero bakit you are so willing to go over all these trials and errors in terms of building your career, building your business, building yourself up? Saan nanggagaling yung inspiration mo?
Personally, because tama yung sinabi mo, Joanna, no? My family naman, wala naman kaming MMK story. Kasi maganda naman, okay? As much as gusto ko siyang palungkotin, hindi talaga. Maganda talaga, no? Where I come from. But I guess if there's one thing that I could think of, my family kasi is a family of yung mga may recognition, yung mga may medal nung school.
Achievers.
Oo, pero ako wala kasi akong ganon. So never ako nagkaroon ng achievement. Yung award ko lang, proud ako dito, yung award ko lang nung high school, loyalty award. As in, sabi ko sa magulang ko, wag niyo ako ilipat ng school kasi ito lang yung award ko. My God. Totoo. So, I think when I started looking into what is non-academic, there I wanted to excel. Kasi yung academic nga, alam ko na sablay 'di ba? Palpak. So, sabi ko, hindi ako magaling diyan. Now, of course, I will always, can you imagine, of course, I will hear at home in the dinner table achievements, recognition. Oh, kumakain lang kasi
Mhm.
wala naman akong ganun eh. Naglalaro lang ako lagi, tapos pasaway pa. So wala akong maiambag, no? I think that's where the desire came from. Na sabi ko, I wanna bring something to the table.
Yes.
I wanna do something for myself. I wanna prove my name. Not for
Mhm.
anyone else, not to anyone else, but really to my own family, because they're really good. Not that they're bad, not
Yes.
that they're wrong. It's just that they're really good. And parang
Mhm.
nakakahiya naman, parang salingket-ket lang ako. So I wanna have that desire.
Yeah. So
Now, if
parang
I'm gonna
ano,
yeah,
parang
if
this is your way of giving back to them,
in
right?
a way, yeah, but in a way it's to prove to myself that I'm good as well.
Yes.
I'm
So
just
parang
I'm taking that selfishly.
yeah.
I started really that way to prove to myself that hey, I belong here.
Mm.
That you don't need to be kind to me or nice to me because kawawa naman ako.
Mm.
I've got my name. I don't want to depend on the family, because again, these people are they're really good eh. So sabi ko
Yeah.
no, I want to bring something. I want it's Migs.
Mhm.
I want you to come to, I want you to come to where Migs is. I think doon siya nanggaling talaga. That is
Yes.
non-academic. So when I found out at 15 na ito, yung bibig ko, hindi ko siya kayang pigilan, na obvious naman. Oo. Nung na-realize ko na hindi ko siya kayang pigilan, sabi ko, how can I become so good at this?
So parang you leverage on your natural skills.
Exactly. Which
Mm.
I feel a lot of viewers are. Meron ng natural skill eh. Why still look for
Mhm.
people just because why still look for other talents just because it's trending right now? Trends may fade,
Mhm.
but
Yes.
the natural skill set don't. The
Yes.
natural passion don't. So I leverage on that burning desire. I'm good at speaking, I'm good at talking. Now, question here is how do I now become out there? Because I tell you, Joanna and Jeroma, I'm insecure before. Very, very insecure.
Mhm.
Kasi
How
payat
do
ko
you
eh.
manifest it?
uh, I manifest it before by putting a mask.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, by putting a mask, ako it was somewhat negative. Kasi I manifest it by being, how can I describe it? Hindi grounded, alam niyo yun? Yung parang laging may pinapatunayan. Alam niyo yung feeling na
Mhm.
ganon?
Parang
Yes.
ano, sorry for the term, yung parang mayabang or maangas yung dating, parang ganyan.
Oo,
Parang
oo.
parang 'pag dumating ka sa isang room, "Hey, I'm
Oo,
Migs."
na hindi yung natural. Iba kasi yung yabang na nayayabangan yung tao just because insecure sila.
Yes,
Mhm.
oo.
With your self-security, iba yon. That's
Oo.
okay. Pero yung yabang na it's coming from my insecurity, na
Mhm.
honestly, when I was looking, since I started 15 nga, so I started doing speaking when I was 15, 16, 17.
Mhm.
When I
Mm.
watch that videos now, I tell you, I cringe. Sabi ko, my God, ang yabang nito. Sino ba 'tong batang 'to? Totoo.
Like,
Nagki-cringe
ikaw
ako.
mismo hindi mo ma-take yung sarili mo before.
Oo, sabi ko, ayoko panoorin. Ah, Even if airtime pa lang at that time, I was really, really that insecure. Na,
Yeah.
alam mo yon, I would go with what I've got, even if
Mhm.
ngayon na lang ako nakakapagkwento ng yung mga ganitong failure, pinagtitripan ko yung sarili ko. Ngayon na lang yan, no? Before, hindi eh. Ah,
Mhm.
because of that.
Mhm.
But I guess, to some extent, magiging honest ako, it's not healthy, yes, but at the same time, it's somewhat a fire of motivation as well.
Mhm.
Uh, when I started to really be good at what I do, to really be open for learning.
Mm.
Because if there's one thing that I'm proud about how I started, I never think of myself as I know it already. So if
Hmm.
there's one thing I'm proud about myself, it's that, no. I always want to see what's new, ano yung pwedeng bagong matutunan, because it's really the foundation of how I become where I am today, because of all the learnings that people gave me generously. So yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, I love, you know what I love? Thank you for sharing that information to us, Migs. I love, parang ano kayo, in a way, within your family, you challenge the status quo. Okay, so all of you are achievers, you're getting, you are laude, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, getting all these
Sa
trophies
academics.
or awards academically, right? But I have my own talents and skills. I have my own set of intellect that I can use. Just wait and see. So I love how you challenge the status quo within your own family. And alam mo kasi, I know several people, I know friends who do not have the MMK type of story too in their lives. And parang yun yung nag-hold back sa kanila. Na parang, I have nothing dramatic to share to people. Why would they listen to me? How are they going to resonate with me if I don't have a story that would make somebody cry? Kasi ayun yung iniisip natin na for you to be known in a certain industry, whether you wanna be a writer, a trainer, a speaker, an entrepreneur, you must have this nakakaiyak mala MMK na
Mhm.
story. But the truth is, there's a way eh, 'di ba? You can shift the way you
Yeah.
look at things and then there it is, boom, you're going to see
Mhm.
na, okay, so this is the kind of story that I can tell pala. Hindi man kita mapapaiyak, pero baka mapatawa kita or ma-enlighten kita,
Yeah, and
right?
let's be honest, Joanna. I'm just gonna be honest, no. Do I really want to live a life na pang MMK? Parang ayoko. Wag na lang ako magkwento, wag ko lang buhayin. Diba? Let's be honest. Given a
Yeah.
choice, given the choice, would MMK stories, given they will have a choice to live again like that? Ako
No.
personally, I wouldn't, no.
Yeah.
Okay na ako with my kwento.
Yes.
Because here's the thing also, it's not about nakakaiyak or hindi. Everything is nakakaiyak if and only if ako personally, I will be vulnerable and open enough na hey, life is not all rainbows. There are
Yes.
struggles, there are challenges that is relatable to everyone. And ako, the reason why I'm sharing this with all of our viewers now is because um it might be a joke now, alam mo yon, I might take it as a joke now, but honestly, when during that time, can you imagine, di ba? I thought I was being really good on another path. Sabi mo nga, challenging the status quo and then failed several times. How many times did I start thinking na, uy, why don't I just follow what they said? Why don't I just not pursue my passion anymore and follow status quo?
Mm.
Why don't I just apply and maybe wait for 20, 30 years so I can get promoted?
Yes.
Why not? Why not? Why not? I've got a lot of thoughts on that.
Yes.
But here's the thing. I always think of this. If I fail, I can always go back.
Correct.
That's what I always think. Pumalpak ako sa negosyo, pwede naman ako mag-apply ulit. Bata pa naman ako. That was my thinking when I was 21. Pwede naman ako mag-apply ulit. Dami pa naman tatanggap eh.
Tama.
So I'm just gonna do it now, give it all I've got. If I failed, worst comes worst. When I start my business is this. I can always reapply. I can always go back to work.
Yes.
Pero buti na lang I've given all what I've
You
got.
gave yourself a permission.
Exactly. I tried.
Yes.
Buti na lang I tried without plan B.
Correct.
Mhm.
Kasi a lot of people, uy, tatry ko to pero may plan B. I always say the moment you start to think about plan B, the plan B will happen.
Yes, and the plan A will fail. Kasi
And the plan A will fail.
yeah, because your focus is on the plan B already.
Exactly. Law of attraction. What you focus on
Yes.
expands. If you start planning on plan B, automatic, plan A fails.
Mhm.
So, buti na lang, sabi ko, worst comes to worst, I can always cry to my parents and say, I failed. Pwede ba akong tumira ulit? 'Di ba? Pwede ba akong pakikain ulit? And automatic, they will accept me. I will just reapply.
Support you. Yeah.
But
Parang
but
ano, no? Sorry.
yeah.
Parang Jerome, no? Parang kwento din ni Nikki Horado, yung The
Tama.
Nomad Finance Girl.
Aha.
Parehong-pareho kayo. Pero Mix,
Yeah.
may question ako. Kung totoo, ilang taon ka na?
Oo.
It's as if I'm listening to
Medyo pa.
somebody who is much older than me.
26. I'm 26 this year. Yeah.
You're very young
Wow.
looking naman. Actually, mukha kang ang bata, Mix eh. Para kang 18 years old or 19 pa lang. Pero
Mabuti
I have
naman.
I have another question for you, Migs. So since kasi um, one of the programs that you attended with Lorus Enterprises is the Millionaire Mind Intensive,
Right.
right? And that is where this Manifest Master Inspire were actually patterned, or yun yung naging inspiration namin in creating this Facebook Live event. So I want to ask you, Migs, kasi you have invested a lot of time and of course a lot of money in relation to your personal growth. But
Right.
if we are going to focus into one program only, and that would be the Millionaire Mind Intensive, kasi that's the program that Loris is doing, may I ask you, what is the most significant change in your personal and professional life that happened after you attend the Millionaire Mind Intensive?
I love it. I love it. I tell you, it's really about understanding the psychology, so to speak, of money. For me, yun yung pinaka nakuha ko with M.M.I. Di ba I told you, I think I've shared this several times. I went into Millionaire Mind Intensive going for VIP. Naalala mo yun,
Mm.
Joanna?
Yes, yes.
Kasi tayo magkausap nun eh. Sana naalala mo pa ako nun, no? Going for VIP. Oh, I went into VIP kasi sabi sa akin to go into VIP. That was my very first test of what money is or what abundance is.
Mhm,
My mindset
mhm.
about money at that time is kung kaya ko yang kunin ng mura, bakit di ko yan kukunin ng mura?
Mm.
That was my thinking at that time. Bakit pa kumuha for quality? Bakit pa kumuha for, all of these expensive stuff if there is a cheap alternative?
Yeah.
But I realized, so my first test of abundance mindset was M.M.I. So I went
Mhm.
VIP at the time. Grabe. The moment I entered, sabi ko nga, kwento kung nasa live stage lang tayo, yung lakad, yung tingin ko talaga sa camera eh. Yung tingin ko sa mga tao habang naglalakad ako, ganyan. Totoo, tapos yung lakad ko bagal kasi mapunta ka, di ba, doon ka sa front row eh.
Yes.
Doon ako sa front row noon. So, grabe, iba yung lakad ko, iba yung tingin ko. Sabi ko, ganito pala yung VIP. Which means money, what I got there talaga is money is about the experience. I pursue the experience of abundance, the money will follow.
Mhm.
Okay, I pursue the cheap alternative, the cheap will follow.
Mhm.
Because more than the concept, I love concepts of M.M.I. It challenged my belief. Kasi the moment, di ba, basta hindi ko na siya tawag dito, i-spoil, no? Pero if pagdating doon sa mga reflection activities, I started to ask myself, oo nga, no? What is it about me that's holding me back from actually putting money out? My belief system in the past was all about, yun nga, baka maubos yung pera.
Mhm.
So, hindi ako yung gastador, actually ako yung hoarder, nangho-hoard ako.
Ano ka? Anong money personality mo ba, Migs? Saver, spender, avoider, monk?
Before, nakalimutan ko na yung term, pero yung before yung nangho-hoard,
Monk ba yun, Jerome? Nangho-hoard. Kasi kapag monk kasi, you despise money.
I
Parang,
don't
yeah.
despise. I love money, but I hoard it.
Saver, nangho-hoard. You're holding into the money. You don't want to spend it.
Yeah.
Unless it's very, very vital for you. So, saver, you're a saver before.
So, I think at that time, no, yun nga kasi baka maubos. So, baka hindi na little did I know that there's actually a process and a formula to money, and it starts with the mindset. Na nung natutunan ko, yun nga, the system of money eh. Nung natutunan ko what it is to create money, even if I spend it, if I can create it again, then why not settle for cheap alternatives? It's hard to swallow, no? Especially for if, when at that time, wala din naman ako, how much yung VIP, if I'm not mistaken, 10,000, correct?
10,500.
Oo, 10,000 at that time. My God, 10,500. Promise, parang, dati yung 10,000 ang laki sa akin nun. Oo. Parang I will not imagine seminar, 10,000? Hindi ba pwedeng YouTube na lang? Oo, ganun pa ako mag-isip before.
Yeah.
But the moment I went there, I started experiencing, that's why this is 10,000. This is beyond 10K. Which
Mhm.
means, allow me no to help, not really help, pero maging honest ako sa mga nanonood, sa mga di pa nag-MMI, guys, don't get Gen Ad as much as possible. You want Gen Ad but get VIP, I swear. Iba talaga. Iba yung VIP ka? Oh, VIP rin ako. Oh,
Naano
iba
ka
yun
ba
eh.
namin nun, Migs?
Ha?
Na-stalk ka ba namin into getting the VIP or somebody told you to get the VIP? Is it Coach Rats?
Coach
Coach
Ras
Ras ba?
actually told me, sabi niya, Migs, kung mag-MMI ka, don't go MMI Gen Ad. Kung mag-Gen Ad ka, wag ka nang pumunta. Sabi ko, ba? Grabe naman. Na-challenge ako eh. So sabi ko, 10K, sige. Pero sa totoo, sa loob-loob ko, it was a lot of internal battle, which is all about money, by the way.
Mhm.
That's what money is. It will be more of internal rather than external.
Yes.
Everything, 'di ba sabi rin 'yon sa M.M.I, 'di ba? Everything external is just a manifestation of what's going on inside.
Inside.
So there's a lot of internal battle within me, but the moment I realized it, na you know what, if I can just make money flow because it's a system, it's a tool, and I learn how it works, it doesn't matter if I go spend for what I'm worth, what I deserve, keyword deserve. Kasi a lot of people think they don't deserve, let's say, a MacBook Pro. For example lang, no? Pero yung laptop nagahang na, di ba yung ganyan? Nagahang na yung laptop ko, pero ayoko bumili. Doon na lang din ako sa third gen. Yung third give, no? Yung, honestly,
Natatawa, natatawa ako, Migs, kasi parang yan lang yung conversation namin mag-asawa nung isang araw. Kasi sabi niya sa akin, bumili ka na kaya ng bagong laptop. Sabi ko, hindi pa okay pa yung laptop ko, pero panay na yung hang niya sa akin.
baka
Sabi niya,
anghel na ako. Baka anghel
bigyan
na
kita
ako.
posporo.
Totoo. Then, because it's about what I deserve. Do I deserve this? Do I not deserve this? Because the moment money realizes what you deserve, it will give you what you deserve. And that's, I think, what I got from M.M.I. Kaya
Yeah.
guys, VIP, promise. Di kayo
I
magsisisi.
love it. You know what? This is really, really lovely. Thank you so much for such a very deep insight with regards to your own learning with M.M.I. Pero let me ask you, Migs, saan nagmula yung pagiging saver mo? Kasi you've already mentioned that well-to-do naman yung family mo. You have the money naman. Pero bakit ka nag-hoard? Kasi 'di ba, one of the things that we all learn from Manifest Master Inspire is that our money and success blueprint, there are three ways that we got it. Verbal conditioning, ano nga yung isa?
Modeling.
Modeling, yeah, kung ano yung nakikita natin or specific incidents. What made you become the saver that you are back then? Bakit masyado mong hino-hold yung money?
Because I guess that's what I modeled also. Kasi not because, di ba, let's be honest, not because we have a lot of money means the experience of money is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
So when in the dinner table in the past, I will remember na, uy, wala tayong pera, magigpit tayong sinturon, pero mahal yung tuition ko. So alam mo yon, at that time, nagsa-start na akong mag-question, honestly. When I was younger, na parang I don't get it. How come wala tayong pera? Bakit di ba, may bagong ganito, may bagong ganyan, hindi naman mura tong mga to. I was actually in a good school. It's not, credits not on me but on my parents. So I started looking at that. The experience of money is different versus than what is. So laging ganun yung nakikita ko, laging higpit, laging baka maubos, laging higpit. So yun yung, I guess, nakuha ko. That's why I started become hoarding. Or
Yes.
nagsisaver, yeah.
Yeah. So that's nice, no, that you were able to realize where this kind of mindset or mentality came from. Kasi that's the secret to starting yung awareness, right? Awareness will actually parang you can only begin your journey to what you really want in life when you become aware where all these limiting beliefs came from, so that you will be able to address them. You become aware, then you understand it, and then you know what would be the specific actions that's going to be beneficial for you moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Migs, I have a question. Kasi through your story, you mentioned yung having the right faith, the right consciousness, and the right tools, right? And through your story, nakikita ko yun. But can you specify, like, for instance, yung faith, medyo we see it. Yung right consciousness, what do you mean by right consciousness and yung right tool?
Okay, thank you, no. For
Mhm.
example, in my let's go with consciousness first. Consciousness kasi is about is my mindset ready for what I want? Kasi faith, nandyan na yan, di ba? Biglang dumating, no? Pero yung consciousness is my mindset and my heart set ready for what I want. If I am looking back then, I was surrounded with people, for example, whose consciousness is number one, not taking any risk because they're playing life in defense. Ibig sabihin, ano yung ayokong mangyari sa buhay ko versus in offense. How do I want to make my life work? So yung
Mhm.
consciousness that's being passed over onto me in conversations, in gatherings, is also like that. Okay? But
Mhm.
when I change consciousness by number one, maybe changing the people I'm surrounded with, number two, exposing myself to yun nga katulad ng mga M.M.I
Mhm.
na ang dami nilang pera ganyan, and I was there in awe, in amazement na these there are people that exists. Okay, meron mga taong nag-i-exist na dati ang alam dati 50,000 a month para sa akin malaki na, no? Then meron ako, then yung mga nami-meet ko 1 million a month yung kinikita, 500,000 a month. Sabi ko, why? No, I started having a different level of consciousness. Then my consciousness is now what? Possible.
Mhm.
Because I tell you, because of that, no, I never went, my income went from, honestly, from 15,000 a month to 20,000 a month. Then I resigned, made business to zero.
Mhm.
Okay, to maybe getting a little bit of income to around, I think around 15,000 a month, and then after that I went straight 100K. Never
Mhm.
ako nag-in between. From 15 grand, honestly, dumiretso akong 100K na kahit ako nagulat. Sabi ko, nangyari? Bakit biglang ganito? Little did I realize it was because of that consciousness na parang 15,000, it's very doable. It's not even a conversation. I will not do anything and I will get 15,000. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Kasi yun yung naging consciousness.
Mm.
Na parang even if before, I need to work hard 8 hours a day for 30 straight days for me to get 30 at 15K.
Mhm.
Then I started exposing myself to what? Higher standards, higher ways of living, na ang conversation is all about how do we earn 100, 200, 300, 500, 1 million. Nagbago. Sabi ko, ba't walang 15,000? Ganyan. Ah, It's given. Tama nga naman. Kapag ang pinag-uusapan nyo, 100K, 15,000 is no longer a conversation. It's just happened naturally. Because of
Mhm.
that exposure, because of that airtime, automatic, syempre, yung paligid ko, no, yung environment ko is already for the 100Ks also, 200, 300.
Mhm.
Then I went from 15, nothing in between, went straight to 100. Why? Because I had different consciousness. Nag-iba
Mm.
yung pananaw sa mundo, nag-iba yung kamalayan sa kung ano yung posible. Then I started working with people na tawag dito, how do we scale up nationwide? Then I started exposing with nationwide expansion, nationwide scaling up. Then yung consciousness ko nagbago na naman. Paano nyo ginagawa yan? I always ask that, paano nyo ginagawa? Yan, yun na yung sinasabi natin, Jerome, na right tools.
Mhm.
Mm.
Kasi of course, I would have the tools, di ba? I wouldn't listen to someone who don't have a business and talk to me about business.
Yeah.
So, I started asking, how did you guys do it? Honestly, I did not try to, alam mo yun, I did not pretend to know it. Honestly, sabi ko, hindi ko alam, turuan mo naman ako. And
Mm.
na-realize ko when you come to people like that, they're very generous. People in
Mm-mm.
general are very kind, nice, and generous. Sa telenovela lang yung biglang masungit, biglang arrogante, ganyan, no? Telenovela lang yan. In general, people are very nice people. So when I asked them, how did you do it? They give it. Actually, they gave it. So, because of that, I was equipped with the right tools how to make my business work and how to do nationwide scaling. Then I started exposing myself to a different consciousness. How do I bring in other businesses? How do I invest in businesses? So
Mm-mm.
that's how I got into the 5 business ventures right now. Yeah. I hope
love
I
it.
answered the question, sana.
Yes.
Profoundly.
Yes. Lalo yung consciousness part.
Yeah.
So parang sa M.M.I yan, your comfort zone equals your money zone. Pag nilaki mo yung container mo, mas maraming malalagyan.
Yes.
I agree. And I guess it's really being able to unlearn also.
Mm.
A lot of people will say na, uy, why will, kunyari lang, no, M.M.I. Kunwari lang M.M.I. Why will I go to M.M.I? Eh, okay naman na ako sa buhay. Kala ko lang din, yun yung akala ng madaming tao eh. But little did we realize that, you know what, there's a reason why some 100 million earners are earning 100 million and we're not. I hope people in this live gets that level of somewhat quote unquote. I think a lot, the fact that people are watching right now means that these people have that humility to not know it all, to unlearn. And I love it. I honor people for being here. I acknowledge people for being here. But those people who are not, I hope they get the replay because para sa inyo to, guys. Honestly, no, seriously, di ba? That's where money is eh.
Yes.
There's a reason why people get better results than us. And the only question is, how did they do it? Because the moment we get to understand, not just the learning, not just the knowledge, strategy is one thing eh. But ultimately, the essence is another thing altogether. That the moment I get to understand the essence of how this person earned, let's say 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 100 million, then if I follow the same thing, the success leaves clues. It will bring me to that level of success as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Migs. And
you.
Jerome, before you ask your next question to Migs, please allow me to greet and read some of the comments that we have kasi medyo marami na yung comments natin here, Migs, no? So let me start with, sabi ni Yani Moya, idol po yung guest tonight. Hello, Yani. Congratulations on being
Yani.
featured by Cosmo PH. Ang galing-galing. Yan. Tapos, I thank you so much naman sa'yo, Iris, and also to Yani. Sabi nila, ang fresh ko daw. Maganda lang po yung powder na nagamit ko tonight. Maria Victoria, Secretary, good evening to you. Seth Angela, excited na excited siya. Maraming salamat. Sis Lizelle, thank you so much for being
Hey,
here.
Lizelle.
Sam Bruce said, excited for you. Andre, woohoo! Yan, let's go daw. Sabi rin ni Gomer. And also si Sam Bruce. All right. Si Seth Angelo Francisco, hello to you. Sabi din ni Edgar and ni Gomer, I'm a big fan of Coach Migs since Take-Off Summit. So much energy and wisdom at any moment. Wow. Duin Aldin Baranda, go Coach Migs. Of course, ang pinaka-active commenter natin tonight, si Coach Luis Alice Go. Si Sam Bruce. Yan. Hello to you, Luis. 88 Suerte. Yes po. Hi, Coach Mig, sabi ni Judith Opeña. And also right now, kasi we're holding a watch party in our Thrive Community Migs, Let me just greet Marvin, hello to you. Sis Lizelle, Rigor from Iloilo. Jasper Pangyarihan is watching. Myla Dakudaw is also watching. Reza Galindas, hello to you, dear. Maraming salamat. And of course, my good friend, Sir Jun Kabusay, marami pong salamat. Edgar Bella, eight in Chinese is bao, which sounds fa. Wealth or fortune in English, as in gong si fat sai. Yan. Sabi din ni Dane, hello to you, Migs. Hello to you, Coach Migs. Sabi din ni Albert, some are built for schools. Coach Migs was built for life. I love that. Seth Francisco, ganyan na ganyan yung naririnig ko. Ito yata yung sa tungkol sa family mo when you were growing up. Sabi ni Iris and Luis, you are a saver. Tapos sabi ni Coach Luis, saver yan. Ha, ha, ha. Pati si Maria Victoria, sekretaryo, sila yung nagsabi na saver ka. Okay? Sabi rin ni Iris, she agrees with you. Ang laki ng 10,500 before. Ayan, so si Reza nga yun nag-message. Okay. Lolit, hi sis. Thank you so much for being here and also for bringing or tagging your friends. Bev, hi.
Hi, Bev.
Love it. VIP ako sa M.M.I first and second time and VIP din, even sa UPW. VIP or nothing. Yan. Sabi naman ni Richard Soto, ang gwapo ng kots namin. Alright? Richard Vincent Soto na 10X. Mark Anzale, maraming salamat for commenting. Ayan. So, 10X consciousness. Maraming salamat for you guys. Please keep on commenting and share your own aha moments or takeaways from this conversation. And giving back to you the spotlight, Jerome.
Yes. So Coach Migs, kasi since you have 5 businesses and tapos you also do training and coaching and you have coaches din, you're training people to become coach, right? Now this pandemic, when it happened last year, March, a lot of things changed. A lot of business got affected, jobs got affected, family health, a lot of people got. So how do you help your coaches understand all these changes during this pandemic?
All right. Thank you. And I think una-una no, I will say this, that of course the very first thing here is by leading by example. Yun yung pinakauna that I get to encourage or maybe let my coaches understand. Okay, of course nobody prepared for COVID. Okay, nobody said na, "Uy, I'm 100% equipped for COVID." Kasi bigla 'di ba? January, February, naririnig natin yung COVID pero wala namang effect sa atin. Parang, okay, COVID, ano lang yan, sakit, ano lang yan, fever. Then suddenly, pagdating ng March, biglang lockdown na. Ano nangyayari? Bakit, di ba last month, ano lang naman to, fever, bakit ngayon biglang lockdown na? So, nobody really has prepared for COVID. However, okay, the very first thing that I implemented at that time in my business is how do I transition? That's the very first thing. I allowed transition. What is it in COVID that will allow me to do my business that I am not doing before? Of course, COVID actually taught us to stay in our homes. Can I afford to stay at home and not do anything? No, kasi ano talaga, as in nakaka-bore, no? Super, as in anong gagawin ko ngayon? So naghahanap ako ng gagawin and little did I realize doon na nagsimula yung mga digital. Which by the way, if I may share with you guys, this digital thing already started, let's say 3-4 years ago. Meron ng mga ganito. But because I was stubborn as a businessman, na I don't wanna adapt with the times, COVID had to force me to adapt with the times. So really, it's not about personally, no? That's why I think right now I'm thinking if do I still get experience problems. But whenever I think about embracing the problem, parang ang tagal ko na yung huling time na parang naisip kong nagka-problema ako. Not because I don't encounter problems, hindi ako perfect, no? Maraming nangyayari, maraming hindi ko gusto. Pero it's all about having that level of, again, consciousness na, okay, COVID is here, what is this teaching me? How will this make me scale up? And I will be honest, business-wise, okay, COVID is the best teacher as far as business scaling is concerned.
Mm-mm.
Bakit ko nasabi? Because before, I never realized that I will be speaking with people from, right now, my people are in Bacolod. I've got a Bacolod branch in one of my business. I've got a Gensan in Mindanao. That was not entirely possible before COVID. Before, kailangan ko pa kasing puntahan, kailangan pa ng physical presence. In the seminars right now, before rather, ang major, hindi ako makapunta, hindi ako maka-attend because malayo sa akin yung Makati. Right
Mm-mm.
now, wala nang ganun eh.
Yes.
Reach wherever I can. So that means, at that time, when the moment it happened, the ultimate mindset I had there was not, kawawa naman tayo. I never had that moment, honestly. It was just lockdown. Okay, what now? That was my mindset instantly at that time. Ano pa yon that time, and then ECQ. That was the very first introduction of ECQ. Okay, what now? How do we continue? How do we reach people? What can we do? And all of the blessings for the past June 2020 until today that actually allowed my business to go really, if I'm not mistaken, 5x in 1 year, is because of that digital transition due to COVID. Now, if I spent time to blame, kasi kasalanan ni ganito, or maybe if I spent time complaining, or if I spent time procrastinating, resisting rather, because I believe procrastination is a result of resistance. I'm resisting something. I am not accepting something. That's why I'm procrastinating. I'm being lazy. Not because I don't want to, not because I want to be lazy, but because there is something that I'm resisting. There's something that I don't want. So if I spent my time on resisting, na I'm used to the old normal. Sana balik na lang tayo sa old normal. Maybe I would have not created strategies, or I would haven't created automation ways that allowed my business to come. That's number one. Number two here is, again, I do not allow it in my space, especially in my coaches, Jerome.
Tama.
Whenever I hear yung mga ganon, yung mga example na binabanggit ko, whenever I hear that, sana balik na tayo sa old normal, blah, 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 I cut them off right away. No, there's no such thing as old normal. The normal is now. There's no such thing as new normal tomorrow. Whatever is now is now. So, I cut it off right away. I have built a culture wherein hindi ko inaalaw talaga yung I allow recognizing the fact and the reality, but I don't allow dwelling on it. I think yun yung nag-work in my coaches, in my business. I am towards multiplying my problem. So for example, no, ano yung ginawa namin at that time around May to 2020? Wala pa rin, hindi pa bumabalik yung GC, wala pang mga GCQ whatsoever. Ang direction ko at that time, okay, if I am going with Manila, how can I expand this to multiple cities? How can I go massive action? Eh, di ba yun yung time na nag-Blair, February? Naalala nyo ba yun?
Yes.
Oo, and natutunan ko noon, kaya mag-Blair din kayo, natutunan ko yon nung February was that basta merong activity that allowed me to realize if I am bound by time, if I am bound by pressure, and multiplied my problem, I will have no time to think about I don't have to internalize my problem. I don't have to think about kawawa naman ako, ganito yung buhay, ang lungkot ng buhay, sana bumalik na tayo sa dati. I don't have time for that. So what I did pagdating ng May is, okay, we're in Manila, how do we go massive? How do we go nationwide? So now, because my problem is going for nationwide, I don't have time to think about going back to old normal. My focus is now on how do I go nationwide. I have 10x my problem. So now I have even if I don't reach it, I'm ultimately way better than in my previous position. That
Mm-mm.
was my thinking at the time. So okay, I'll do it even if I don't hit it. I may not set goals. I'm just setting problems, honestly. Because if I many problem means many responsibilities, many opportunities that bring in more revenue. So even
Mhm.
if I don't hit, if I don't solve all of my problems, at the very least, I get to have way better position, way better outcome, way better way of living than where I was if I just think about the problem. So did I answer the question?
Yes.
Yes, you did. And I remember what Harv kept on saying every time that we listen to him is that if you want to be in business or if you want to be successful, you have to understand that business is all about problem solving, right? How many problems are you willing to give a solution to? Because the more problems means more income for you. So I think that's how I am going to encapsulate everything that you shared to us. But really, I love your insight on this, Migs. So I want to ask you, Migs, because you are an entrepreneur, a speaker, and at the same time as a coach. So among all of this, kasi you're doing this all together, right? Um,
Mhm.
what challenged you the most that makes you regularly go out of your comfort zone, and why?
N napakaganda pang Miss Universe, may NY ano?
And why?
For me being, okay, my favorite with being a speaker, with being a coach, and being an entrepreneur, my favorite is being a speaker and coach, okay? Pero the thing that gives me most challenge is being an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
Bakit? Because I will always say I am the person that's hardest on me. Uh
Mm.
the and when I think about that, not really on the negative end, but really on the self-motivating, self-challenge around why do I want to be a really how do I scale up my business? That's what I always think about. Bakit? Because for me, I cannot teach people about business if I don't have a successful business.
Mhm.
I cannot
Mhm.
teach people about money if I don't know how to make money.
Mm.
uh, a lot of people are theoretical, and I don't want to be that person. I just don't want to be that person that's lining up to become theoretical. And personally, yun yung laging nasa isip ko. Okay, uh, I created multi-million revenue last 2020. Here's the thing, that was 2020.
Mhm.
I always think of that. It allowed my business to create wonderful result in COVID. But what is for 2021? I never rest on my laurel.
Mhm.
Kaya, kasi kapag if I rest on my laurel, parang ang pangit naman yung ikikwento ko bilang coach, bilang speaker is always 5 years ago.
Mm.
Parang there's nothing exciting around it in my opinion.
Yeah.
Tama.
If I am to provide real-time, let's say, story or real-time proof, it has to be personally, it has to be recent. What did I do now uh, that can become a story? What did I struggle with now that can become a story? That's why itong COVID, even if, it's a problem on its own, and totoo naman, but I did not see it as a problem, but I really saw it na parang, uy, may bago akong kwento.
Mm.
So, ganun din this year, this 2021. What keeps me all day, all night is really on being an entrepreneur. Uh, how do I get to scale this? How do I get to scale this? Which I enjoy, by the way. I'm not doing it for the sake of doing it, but I'm doing it that if I don't do it, I'm bored. Alam niyo yung parang feeling na ganon?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mm.
O, if I don't work, I'm bored. If I don't work, parang, parang hindi ako nag-e-enjoy. So parang nag-e-enjoy talaga akong gawin to. It keeps me because I love the game, so to speak, no? I love the process. So
Mhm.
then yung coach and speaker for me, just follow.
Mm.
Yeah.
So parang
So
naging supplemental for you.
yeah, it's a result and it's a byproduct of whatever I created in my business. Same with ano no, nung before I even had my, kasi right now my pure focus right now is on my financial services organization. Before,
Mhm.
when I was not yet in the financial services, I was in training and development. And I did sales. That's where my story is coming from at that time. I was one of the sole bringer of sales, not sole, but one of the main bringer of sales in the training and development. And where I measure it. That's where I actually measure my result at that time by how much sales I bring in. That's why I love sales. Eh. It's an ultimate measure. If
Mhm.
you have high sales, you know it's good. If you have low sales, you know it's not good. So, ang ganda siya kasi it's numbers eh.
Yeah, because numbers do not lie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah,
When
'di ba? You can always look this cool on the outside, but when you look on the inside, especially the bank account, that's really going to tell you, hey, what results are you producing right now?
yeah. Nabanggit din sa ano, dun sa chat no, which I agree with. If there's one thing na tawag dito that I would want new business people to go, it's really learning sales. What I love about sales is it's the ultimate measure.
Mhm.
Uh People, alam niyo yun, pwede ako magpubulak-bulaklak eh na of my story, 'di ba?
Yeah,
Pwede akong create ng story, which by the way is a skill, pwede na pag-aaralan naman 'yon. However, when we talk about sales already, when we talk about generating revenue, I think
Mhm.
that's the ultimate lifeblood of business, whether we like it or not. We can have
Tama.
really good product, but without sales, there's no business at all. So, yeah.
yeah. I love that. Kasi Jerome and I, we're
Mhm.
both, we both came from the sales din muna eh, before we became part of Loros Enterprises. So before Jerome founded the company, he used to be in the insurance and then he went into the distribution business. Ako naman corporate, pumasok sa distribution. Mainly, sales din talaga yung pinaka-nature ng business. Kasi nga, di ba, parang if you're not going to sell, then you're not going to earn anything. So you really have to go there. That's why I also parang I also agree with you that it's an ultimate measure eh. And it's really making you get out of your comfort zone. Hindi po pwede kasi talaga na you don't want to do that. 'Di ba? Unless
I
gusto mo
agree.
lang na salesperson ka by title but you don't have the earning, but
Mhm.
eventually it's going to bounce back. People won't even buy from you because you're not giving the result and you'll not be able to create a group. There's, 'di ba? Sa sales kasi pinaka-importante yung creation ng team eh. People who
Yeah.
are going to follow you. How can you
To
become a leader
rally.
if there
Yeah.
are followers? If there are followers, right?
I
Tama.
agree. I agree. And it's the ultimate
Hmm.
it's the only way. So shall I say, it's the only way to generate massive business.
Mhm.
Business can exist from sales, but a business can never exist without sales.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kumbaga, people can become a salesperson then become a businessman afterwards,
Mhm.
but no businessman can ever exist, not really exist, but can ever last or be sustained without
Mhm.
the sales part itself. So, and it's the ultimate, alam mo yun, pwede
Yeah.
siyang ma-multiply, pwede siyang ma-systematize. So, I love it really. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the
Sa
truth is,
SLM.
all of us are salespeople,
Yeah, sa
right?
Exactly.
SLM, sabi ni Blair, sales equals profit. No sales,
Yeah.
no profit. Yeah.
Mm-mm. At saka
And
the
I like
truth
what
is,
Miguel Yeah, I
sorry.
like what Miguel said, Migs, kasi like kailan ba ito pinag-usapan natin, Joanna? Last night or 2 nights ago. It's a skill kasi that you learn one time, but it
Oh, it's
benefits
with
you the whole
you.
lifetime.
Yes, you're
So
going to
kahit
use
saan ka
it.
mapunta, nandun yung selling skill mo, yung psychology behind everything. You can sell almost anything. Yeah. And
Exactly.
deliver
Plus
profit.
sales kasi ano siya eh, it's actually an important skill not only in business but even
Mhm.
ordinary individuals. So if people keep on saying they hate sales, then what's going to happen? You're never going to be successful in any aspect of your life kasi everything entails sale.
Agree.
Before mo ma-meet yung mapapangasawa mo, kailangan mo nang ibenta muna yung sarili mo.
Sarili mo.
Why you are the best woman or man for this person, right?
Agree.
Before you get promoted, you would have to convince the higher ups that you deserve that promotion, that you are the best person. So you have to sell your skills and your qualifications,
Agree.
right?
Agree.
Even to
And
school.
yeah, and what I always say, no, sales kasi is not something you do. It is a lifestyle.
Mhm.
Yes.
People cannot say that I'm a salesman and I do sales. Simply because you cannot turn on and off sales. If there's one thing na parang laging binabanggit na kapag si Migs, alam, meron mga lokohan sa amin, no, in my company, na, uy, wag kayong lalapit sa lunch with Migs kasi mabebentahan kanya ng something from Lazada, mabebentahan kanyang webcam, kahit hindi naman siya nangungumisyon, bebentahan kanya. Di totoo, there's someone, billing webcam, billing iPad, billing ganito. Wag kang didikit dyan kay Migs kasi sigurado maglalabas ka ng pera. Not really because whether I earn or not, no, it's not something you do. You cannot switch it off.
Yeah.
It becomes
Uh,
you.
it's just who you are. It's just part of the conversation that, if there's something that I'm really excited about and I want to share it with you, if you can simply imagine what your life will be like the moment you get this, what are you waiting for? Why wait for tomorrow? Why not today? Then people get that sense of energy. Because the truth is, people don't buy based from what they hear. It's on how they feel all the time. So
Yes.
parang, oo nga, no? Being justified by what you show, di ba? Being justified by everything that you show. So, oo nga, no? Tama, no? And that applies not just in business per se, but really in all.
Mm.
From
Yes.
your from the itong setup, ito nabentahan lang din ako, dapat may ilaw, may backlight, di ba? Dati wala akong ganyan eh. Until suddenly, you know what, ganito Migs, ganito gawin mo. Oo nga, no, ganda. Then I now start promoting it to people. Now, do
Mm.
they have to buy from me? No, because I don't sell stuff. I don't sell, light whatever. But the fact that they follow the fact that they follow the idea is sales itself. So it's not about selling as lako, but really all about how do I get to transfer whatever I have right now and whatever I'm feeling right now and make you feel it so that you get to follow it. That's sales.
Exactly.
That's why I love it.
Yeah. We have a private comment here from our from our
Private.
tech girl, si Sheila. Sabi niya, that's so you, Miss Jo. Hehehe. Kasi I totally get what you meant, but Migs. Kasi ako, I love selling. Sales is actually very natural with me, even before pa. Like, when I talk to my friends, you should go to Boracay, you should go to this place, you should eat to this restaurant. And hindi ako yung parang I'm just going to, you know what, I went to this restaurant. Oh my gosh, the experience.
Kinukwenta lang niya.
Oh, kinukwento ko lang. Or minsan sasabihin ko sa kanila, my God, Jerome, ang ganda ng movie, grabe. And then, lo and behold, all my friends na nakinuwentuhan ko, sasabihin nila, pinunood na kagad nila. They bought already the program, they bought already that something that I'm telling them. Because yun nga it becomes innate to you. Hindi dahil magaling kang magbenta, but because you make the person feel what's its worth for them. 'Di ba at the end of the day, ano nga yung lagi natin sinasabi, Jerome, it is not how you said it but how you make
You
the
make other
person
people feel.
feel the value of that.
Mhm.
Right? So, yun lang po yung sikreto. If you feel Migs is really, really good in selling, if you feel Jerome is such an expert salesperson, especially because nasa insurance siya, nag-MDRT siya, he's one of the top leaders namin sa distribution business before, or me here on Loris Enterprises, handling marketing and sales, and you tell us, ang gagaling nyo kasi natural sa inyo yan. No. What's natural in us is that we love selling and it becomes who we are. It becomes part of who we are. Not because gusto namin magbenta, but because we really see the value. Parang it becomes parang mission na rin siya, no? In a way. Na dahil
And
nakita mo yung value.
I think it's also a second nature. It's really that acceptance you know what I hate with salespeople, if I may share, entrepreneurs na into sales. Kasi 'di ba, every entrepreneur naman is into sales. What I hate is that we sugarcoat it with other
Titles?
terms, with other titles.
Mm.
Di ba? Expert on whatever, ganito guru, whatever on that.
Mhm.
For me, I'm a salesperson. I brag and I'm proud of being in sales. Why? My clients have 100% satisfaction guaranteed. All my customer experiences are good. So what is there's something not to be proud of?
Mm.
Uh, I think it's really that level of consciousness also na sabi ko nga, you can never create so much revenue by being anong tawag dito, yung ghost salesman. Alam niyo yung ghost salesman? Yung tinatago, I'm a coach. Yeah, ito favorite ko to, no? Wag sana kayo magalit, yung iba. Wag kayong magalit. Yung, okay, I've been there eh. I've been a coach. I'm still a life coach. But if there's one thing I want to share here, what I don't want is we are hiding being a salesman or being a salesperson with being a coach. I love coaching. I love mentoring. I love consulting. I myself is a coach, a mentor, and a consultant. However, when I sell, I'm clear I'm selling.
Mhm.
I'm not coaching. I'm selling.
Alright.
Yung
When I
intention.
mentor,
Mhm.
when we do a mentorship, we will do a mentorship. I will be 100% of a mentor.
Mm-mm.
But if I'm selling, I'm not mentoring. I am selling 100%. Then I mentor you after.
Yes.
Give me this deal first. So I think yun yung parang what I wanna share with all startup entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs. There's nothing embarrassing about accepting that, hey, I'm selling. I don't need to hide it with other terminologies. I am a coach as well, and there's a time for coaching. There's a time for making people realize na, uy, okay to. And there's a time to really promote and sell. When it's selling time and promotions time, it's promotions time and selling time, nothing else.
Yeah.
Or
And even
else
before
nalilito yung buyer. Ano ba, binimentora mo lang ba ako? Libre ba to? Ang nangyayari usually,
totoo.
no, in my experience, ang nangyayari, ganun, thank you so much sa pag-mentor mo. Bye-bye.
Mm.
So, and then, iiyak yung entrepreneur or yung bago. Parang, umiiyak siya kasi, bakit ganun? I've given my all, I mentored, I coach, but wala akong benta kasi hindi ka nagbenta.
Mm.
So, I guess it's really being able to accept that, yeah.
Yes.
I think yung first sales impression ko yun, same as Migs. Kasi like, when I enter sales din nung umpisa, parang may notion ako na, selling, baka I have to kailangan mamilit ng tao. Parang una impression eh. But yun nga, parang umpisa, diba, iba yung impression. But yung nga, parang sabi ni Migs, yung change of consciousness. Nung nabago yung pananaw ko, selling is gold pala. Alam mo yun? Actually, kay
Yeah.
Dale Carnegie eh. Doon nagbago yung buong yung pananaw ko sa selling.
Mm-mm. It's always providing value, honestly.
Mhm.
Ako, the way I see sales is that the reason that I'm sharing this information to people, it's because I really believe in the product, number one, and I really believe that this product, whatever it is going to create massive change, massive positive change to this person's life because it created that change in me first. I always believe, Migs, kasi na I am a product of my product. So before I can even sell you something, I have to use it, I have to try it until makita ko talaga na may maganda siyang result sa akin. So I became passionate about it. So
I
siguro
agree.
that's
I
another
agree.
yun. Mm-mm.
100%. I also don't get that, honestly. Na selling something you don't have. How is that even possible? Because seriously, 'di ba? One of the key thing around selling and in business is really knowing na parang I always believe kasi if the product is so good, it doesn't need to be forced.
Totoo.
That's why in my sales kumbaga journey, I always have this standpoint and parang posture na whether you buy from me or not, it doesn't change the fact that what I'm offering you is so valuable. It's so good.
Mm.
So naturally kasi yung mga tao nararamdaman nila yon.
Yes.
But until I always say this, until people cannot be so effective in sales until they put their money where their mouth is. I always say that.
Mhm.
I love what you said, Joanna, that you're a product of your product, because ako din, no, I put my money where my mouth is. If I'm wrong, then I will tell you I'm wrong. Hindi lang ikaw yung nagkamali kasi binili mo to. Nagkamali din ako kasi binili ko to. So, damay-damay tayo.
Mhm.
But in the same way, if I'm right, then whatever I'm sharing with you, you get to enjoy as well. So, yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much. Yeah. The best pusher will always be the user. Don't put it in a negative context, right? But if you really want to be successful in sales, make sure that you apply muna sa sarili mo whatever product that you are selling and let the results in you show people. Para when you talk about anti-aging and the people look at you, anti-aging ka ba talaga? Mukha ka, parang hindi ka naman bumabata. 'Di ba? Or slimming product ba talaga yan? Parang nasa healthy side naman yata tayo. Or
Ako, nagbebenta ako slimming product. De, joke lang. Natural to.
bagay-bagay. Pero parang totoo, 'di ba? Kasi people will look at you muna na parang if
Tama.
gumagana talaga yung product mo, ba't hindi mo muna i-apply sa'yo? Pakita mo muna yung results sa akin. And then, eventually, you don't do the selling anymore. Sila na mismo yung lalapit sa'yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So thank you so much, Migs. We are now on 1 hour 34 mark of our conversation. Are you
Bilis
still good?
naman.
Because yeah, ang bilis, 'di ba? Because we are already on my personal favorite part of the conversation. This is what we call pop up. Yeah. Saglit. May nabasa ako dito kasi sabi ni Seth Angelo, nakita ko kanina yan paano nangyayari. So maybe he was watching you how to close a sale. Tapos sabi niya rin also, Migs, ako ba yan? Ha ha ha. Tapos sabi ni Sam Bruce Garcia, pabili po ng slimming product. Ayan, very effective ka, Migs. Kita mo, may gusto na kagad bumili ng product sa'yo.
Brands. Slimming product. You know what to do.
All right. So to all our audience, thank you so much for being with us as we continue our live conversation with Coach Migs Flores. And this is the part of our conversation about with that we call pop up. So in this part, I am going to ask certain statements or a word, we don't know. I'm going to share it to Migs. And then all you have to do, Migs, is to answer them without explanation, without assessment. The very first thing that pops into your mind. That's why it's
Very
called
first
pop
thing.
up.
Okay.
Yes. However, being the host, I have the liberty if I want to ask further. But if not, all right, first word or first statement that comes into your mind, just share it. No explanation needed, no assessment on your part. Clear?
Okay.
All right. And to our viewers, if you want to be part of this pop-up conversation now, just type in the comment section your own answer to the pop-up word or statement that I am going to ask Migs here. And believe me, sobrang masaya po ito because everything here, clueless po si Migs. He doesn't know what to expect right now. All right. So this is the part wherein we are going to give you a different perspective or a different view of who Migs is. So first pop-up question, Migs. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Lights on, lights on. De, joke lang. Wala pa
Lights
pala.
on kagad.
Wala pa pala.
Wala pa.
Okay.
What talent would you want to possess if you could?
Singing.
Singing. Pareho tayo. Second question. If you could trade your life with someone, medyo heavy. Who would that be?
Trade my life with someone? Ano ibig
Oo.
sabihin ng trade?
Pwede kasi na halimbawa parang you have to give your own life to be able to save somebody. Or if you can live somebody else's life. So, ano yung angulo na pwede mo, na gusto mo? A or
Okay.
B?
Yeah, number one, I don't want to live anybody else's life. I'm happy with me. Number two, Coach Luis.
Kinilig ako,
Oh.
nakakainis. Coach Luis, magparamdam ka. Yan. So, willing si Coach Migs mag-trade ng life for you. Alright. Another question. Would you rather have 10 hobbies or one passion?
One.
One passion. Alright. Good. If you could interview a famous person, who would you choose?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Why Bill Gates?
Alam mo, napanood ko tong Inside Bill's Brain. I'm really a fan. There's a reason why I feel kasi Bill Gates parang whatever he does, para siyang may Midas touch, meron siyang Midas mind.
Yes.
Whatever he does turns to the biggest. Nagsimula siya ng software company, it becomes the largest company. Nagsimula siya ng foundation, it become the largest foundation. So parang feeling ko, pareho lang naman kami ng oras, di ba? He was a billionaire at 30. So parang I was thinking, what is different with him? How come he's like that? I watched the documentary. I learned a lot. Hindi ako mahilig sa cheeseburger. Nahilig ako sa cheeseburger sa Coke. Dahil lang doon. Because of him. So I want to spend more time to interview him. Yeah.
All right. I love that guy too. Okay. If money is not an object, what are you going to do all day?
Sell.
Sell? Sell pa
I
rin.
love influencing. I love persuading. Well, the point of selling, exchanging of value for something of
Yes.
value.
Correct.
I love that. Oo.
Alright. What's the app in your phone that you regularly use?
Messenger.
Talaga? Doon ka heavy? Not on Facebook?
Kasi Messenger is where my business is eh. Saka dalawa, Messenger and my business manager, yung business side ng Facebook, yung dating Facebook pages.
Yes.
Yun yung pinaka-largest kasi that's where the business is. So,
Alright.
and
Got
yun
it.
din yung gusto kong burahin kasi ang ingay lagi. Kunyari ngayon, di ako nagbubukas, mamaya ang dami na naman. So, bukas ko na kayo re-replyan.
Kasi busy pa po siya sa aming interview right now. Another question. If you could use only one word for the rest of your life, what word would that be?
Believe.
Believe.
Yeah.
I love that. What's your favorite board game?
Board game. Monopoly.
Monopoly. Who's your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush?
Oo, international tsaka local.
Okay, international si Gal Gadot since the Fast and Furious
The
days.
Wonder Woman. Talaga?
Pero before pa ng Wonder Woman. Kasi yung Wonder Woman medyo na yun, yung Fast and Furious yun yung mas malupit.
Oo.
Promise, grabe. International yon. Local. I am not sure. Hindi ako masyadong nanonood ng local.
Alright, sige. Fair enough. Okay. What is the one thing that people do not know about Migs?
I joke a lot. A lot of
Really?
people. Parang kasi, okay, nalaman ko lang to recently. Parang, uy, si Migs, seryoso yan. Sabi ko, my God, mas maraming beses ako nag-joke.
Siguro
Paminsan
kasi you have this parang a bit serious vibe in you. Tapos when you talk kasi, you really talk with so much authority in you.
Madalas din siguro, iniisip ko kasi, pag nag-joke ako, may mga joke talaga akong sablay. As in, promise, talagang,
Who doesn't?
parang
Diba?
naka-offend yata ako ganon. And then, sa akin, then biglaan na lang akong makukurot, di ba? Na parang, uy, nakaka-offend yun. Nakaka-offend ba yun? So, sabi ko nga, mas mabilis kasi yung bibig ko kaysa sa iniisip ko, no? Mas mabilis ako magsalita bago mag-isip. So, kaya pag hindi ko pa masyadong, yung kunyari, tinatansya ko pa, ano lang, medyo chill lang, ganyan, medyo
Oo.
grounded. Pero kapag, uy, pwede na ako magbiro dito, yung hindi na siya ma-offend, yan, pwede na ako mag-joke.
Oo. So, gaano karami na yung kurot mo?
Madami, my God. Oo,
Masakit, di ba?
medyo.
Okay. Last question for you, Migs. What is the one word that would best describe you?
Belief pa rin.
Believe. Why is that?
I guess everything in my life is all about belief.
Mhm.
I never imagined what I am enjoying now. I never really imagined I will not put 100%. Of course, I honor and am proud of my hard work. I
Mm-mm.
honor and am proud of my growth. But everything is all about faith and belief. Kumbaga, being able to believe that something is possible, even if I'm not being able to take action, to take risk,
Mhm.
even if I don't really know what's the end game,
Yeah.
because I don't set goals eh. I not that not because I don't want to set goals, pero meron lang akong feeling na alam mo 'yon, meron akong belief system na 'pag nag-set ako ng goal, hindi siya nahi-hit.
Mm. Is
So
it
what
because
I
you have abundance mentality, that what parang whatever it is that the universe have for you, it will be given to you?
Puwedeng maganda yung sinabi mo 'no, maganda 'yan, pero yung totoo, ah, yung totoo feeling ko kasi lumalabas pa rin paminsan yung aking belief system of not being good enough. So when I set goals,
Hmm.
I feel that, merong pa ring little voice, subconscious, that's saying I'm not good enough. So what I do with this, I'd rather work on something massive, so big, and then bahala na kung ano yung mangyayari at the end of the line.
Mm.
So I will always have that belief. When I
Yeah.
started, yun nga, when I was 15, I would want to be in a speaker. I would want to be in stage. At that time, I didn't realize it would be this early. Ang fearless forecast ko before, 30 pa and above.
Yes.
I didn't realize it was like this. And then I wanted to build a business. I
Mm.
didn't realize also it will be like this. So it was all about believing, even if I don't see it, believing and being certain, even if I'm not sure what the end game looks like. What I'm sure of only is it will happen.
Yes.
It
I
may
love
not be, yeah, it may not be what I imagine it to be, but it will happen. So that means my business grows, my empire grows. I will duplicate and multiply myself. And even if I don't, it's not exactly how I see it to be. I know it is perfect at that moment because I simply believe that it is possible. So yeah.
Yes. I love that. And thank you so much, Jerome. Ay, Jerome. Biglang pumasok kasi si Jerome. Thank you so much, Migs. That is the pop-up for you. Thank you so much for answering all the questions that we have for you. And I love what you shared. No, I think that would take another live for us, Migs. Yung sinasabi mo nga na from time to time, nagmamanifest pa rin yung I am not enough. Because this limiting beliefs, even ako I still have that in me na parang minsan people are going to think na, oh, you're already empowered, you have attended all these trainings, you have a mentor, you have a coach, and yet bakit means ganyan ka pa rin mag-isip? Because it's a process, right? So I think that would need another conversation for us, Migs. But for now, thank you so much for answering all the pop-up questions, and I hope our viewers, bukod kay Gal Gadot, sana naalala po ninyo yung mga ibang sagot ni Migs dito sa pop-up section natin. So I have another question for you, Migs. Ito parang may pagka-universe pa rin yung dating nito. If you can have the world's attention, meaning Gal Gadot, sino nga to? Bill
Bill
Gates,
Gates.
right? Lahat-lahat ng mga superpower, superhuman in the whole world, including them, if you can have the attention of the whole world for 30 seconds, what are you going to say in 30 seconds?
Okay. what can we do to actually end hate? That's the very first thing that I will say for the next 30 seconds. How do we build this world wherein we empower one another, we lift each other up, we love one another? How do we do things from love? How do we get to understand each other's perspective, even in spite and despite of differences? And more importantly, how can we stop all the hate? I believe if we can transform and go towards that journey of personal and relational mastery, every problem that this world has can actually be solved. So I want to spend this 30 seconds talking about love, coming from love, and really stopping the hate. Business will follow, money will follow, abundance will follow, everything else follow.
Yes. And the Miss Universe 2021, Mr. Universe 2021, Jerome, pakipasa mo na
Yeah.
muna yung crown kay
Ayan,
Miss,
ayan.
saka yung sash kay Migs. Okay? Si Jerome po kasi, ang aming K-pop chairman, he used to be the Mr. Universe 2020. So now, we have a new Mr. Universe na po sa pangalan ni Migs Flores. But I love that. Thank you so much for answering that. And now we actually have come to the last part of our conversation, Migs. And Jerome, I know you have something to ask pa, Migs, but at this point, Migs, please allow me and our audience to inform you some of the programs here in Loris Enterprises that we are offering. Again, we are not selling, but we want to provide or share this information to you. The programs that we are going to hold in the coming weeks or days, because we believe that all the programs that we have here in Loris Enterprises, they can change your life for the best. All right. And for that, let me start to invite you with our very first event this coming Friday. It's called Connecting One-on-One 101, the gem of personal development. This event po is in partnership with Laika, another social media app that's gaining really good traction right now. And for this program or for this live event, we have invited three game changers in the personal development industry. We have first and foremost Mr. Jerome San, the only Filipino personally trained by Rich Dad Asia to teach Cash Flow 101 workshop. And of course, as you already know, the K-pop chairman and president of Loris Enterprises. We also have Miss Clara De Herrera. She is a philanthropist, a trainer, and a coach. And she has built this diet program that is actually endorsed by many A-listers and celebrities here and abroad. And of course, we have Mr. Jason Law, the author of the book Unique. And he has been a good trainer in terms of team building and event management, and all his experiences for the past 20 years, he is going to share to us. So the gem of personal development, we aim to share to you why is it important to invest into personal development right now in this digital age. And it's going to be hosted by yours truly po. This coming Friday na po yan through Loris Enterprises, okay? Another event that I would like to invite you would be Harness Your Strength. Okay. Nakalimutan. Harness Your Strength by Coach Jay Yogawin. It's happening this coming weekend naman po, May 15, 16. May 15 and 16. And I personally experienced this program. A little while back, Coach Migs mentioned about his own or parang embracing his own purpose and passion. Why look for something else? Look inside you. Saan ka ba talaga magaling? Saan ba talaga yung purpose mo and passion mo? Through this program po, Harness Your Strength, Coach Jay is going to help you realize your strengths rather than wasting your time focusing on your weaknesses. Like for example, in school, mahina ka sa math, pero pinipilit mo talagang intindihin at maging magaling sa math. Pero magaling ka naman sa English. But then, hindi mo hina-harness yung strength mo within English. So what happened? bumababa yung grade mo sa English, pero mababa din yung grade mo sa math because you have wasted a lot of your time focusing on your weakness rather than in strengthening your main goal or yung kung saan yung expertise mo, kung saan ka naturally magaling. All right? I experienced this and let me tell you, it is a mind-blowing program po talaga. Another program that we want to invite you is the Discover Fast Profit for Today's Market by Sandy Jadeja. This is going to be on May 29th and this is a free event po. Yung Connecting 101 this coming Friday and itong Discover Fast Profit for Today's Market by Sandy Jadeja. This is a free program po. So we are going to put in the comment section, or we're putting in right now in the comment section all the links po so that you can know more about this program and you can take advantage of the free slots that we have for both programs. Another program that we are bringing you in is the OFCON Virtual, which is a partnership with the founders of Online Filipino Freelancers, led by Miss CJ Cajoles. And this program is designed or was developed for all the freelancers and work from home professionals so that we can help you grow your freelancing business and create your own economy. Because right now in this pandemic, really, you have to learn so many skills and you have to really equip yourself with so much knowledge so that you will be able to create your own economy. So regardless that this pandemic continues, yung income po ninyo hindi mawawala. Alright? Or hindi po kayo mangangamba na baka wala na po kayong trabaho or wala na po kayong pagkakakitaan by tomorrow. And we have invited 9 Filipino experts from different industries. We have leadership, we have mindfulness, we have digital marketing, we have sales, we also have email marketing. All right? We also have an expert on trading. We have also a real estate guru. And we have Coach Res here, who is also one of my favorite trainers. So we are also going to talk to you about Amazon, how to build your business in the Amazon or in the international era. All right? All that for you on June 26 and 27. Of course, we have another program, UPW Virtual. Our friend Bev Jones mentioned a while ago, she went to the UPW as a VIP client or a VIP participant. UPW Unleash the Power Within by Tony Robbins, the world's #1 business strategies. And here in this program, he is going to help you crush all your limiting beliefs so that you can really take off regardless of the economy. He himself, Mr. Tony Robbins, will be the one to teach you all the systems that he has been using all these years na ginagamit po ng maraming magagaling and super successful people in the world. And you can access that, you can unlock all those systems and strategies and apply them in your own personal journey to success. This is on June 3 to 6 po. And the link is on the web, in the comment section right now. All right. Another program that we want to invite you, and we are so happy to inform you guys that yours truly, Loros Enterprises, we are the partner of Mind Valley here in the Philippines. You heard it right, Mind Valley by Vision Lakiani. And because of this partnership po, we are offering you Mind Valley membership, which is a 1-year subscription. And in here, you are going to learn not only from Vision, but other teachers like Marisa Peer, Jim Quick, Ken Honda, Lisa Nichols, Emily Fletcher, Robin Sharma. You are going to learn about how to improve or how to have a better health, how to have a better relationship, even your spirituality, how you can manage your business, how you can form a team. Anything po that you need right now in your life, you can get it from the Mind Valley membership because this is a 1-year subscription and it's available to you 24/7. Meaning kung hindi po kayo makatulog ng madaling araw and you wanna make use of your time, then go ahead, just log in to your own parang login credentials through the membership site and then you can already learn. It only takes 10 to 20 minutes a day. But if you really want to digest or get everything, then by all means, spend the whole day, the whole week getting all these lessons from the Mind Valley. Plus, if you enroll through Laurus Enterprises, because we are the partner here in the Philippines, you can get a very huge discount. And on top of that, we are giving you access to the Life Book Quest, which is worth $500. So right now, if you enroll to Laurus Enterprises, not only that you get a huge discount, but you get another program for free called Life Book Quest, worth $500. All right. So I believe that is really a huge deal that you may want to consider right now, especially if you are really serious to begin your journey to your own success, right? Yeah. Thank you so much, Migs, for allowing me to share all these programs that we have here in Laurus Enterprises.
All right. Thank you so much as well. Yeah.
Okay. Ay, Jerome, nakaano ka po?
Yung nga, nakamute pala ako. Well, thank you very much, Migs. Gabi, ganda pala ng story mo. Kasi I know Migs, yung pag nakikita mo si Migs kasi nag-host, nag-train, ang swabe eh. Okay, but little do I know then, where he came from pala. Yun. So Migs, any parting message for everyone who's watching us right now, and also anything you want to promote, and where can they follow you?
Okay, thank you so much, Jerome, Joanna, and of course for everyone here who's been with us. Sana you can chat, you can comment. What are your biggest takeaways, biggest learning? Share this. Whatever Loros is doing, this is free. Make sure you guys take advantage of it. I hope, okay, I was able to be of value to you. The past 1 hour or the past 90 minutes, I just want to honor, acknowledge, and thank you guys for staying tuned. I hope I was able to add value to your life. And again, always believe, always have faith, always be in the right consciousness with the right people, and always aspire for the right tools by getting into the right training and mentorship. I also want to promote. The only thing I want to promote are my social media so we can get to speak together, so we can get to communicate and have a conversation together. My Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Laika, and TikTok, lahat yan pare-pareho at Life Coach Migs. Okay? Yun yung aking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Laika, and TikTok. Lahat yan at Life Coach Migs. So please do follow it, share it, like it, press the like button. Ayan, si Migs Flores at Life Coach Migs yan. My YouTube channel is Migs Flores. Please do like, follow, and subscribe my YouTube channel. My Spotify is Prime Pinoy Podcast. Okay? And for any business, whatever that I'd like to, that you would want me to help you with, just visit www.primepinoy.com. That's again www.primepinoy.com/founder. Okay, you will see my profile there. You will see my details there, and then let me know how I can help you. I'd love to be of support and to help you guys 100%. Yun lang.
Wonderful. So
Thank you.
I hope you guys were able to take note of that. And our good friend Sam Bruce Garcia here already posted Coach Migs social media account. So go ahead and follow him, guys, because ito pong 2 hours na conversation that we have with him, it's not actually enough. Believe us, ang dami nyo pa pong matututunan from this wonderful person. All right. So before we end, please allow me to greet some of our friends who is watching us right now. Hello, Charity. Sis, my sister from another mother. Hello to you. Miss Myla and Rigor from Iloilo. They are our guests next week. Yeah. Reza Galindes is also is still watching. Jovi from Iloilo is watching. Jacil Marce watching from Singapore.
Jim.
Maraming salamat. And my husband Marlon Lazaro. Thank you so much for watching, honey. May kilig ganyan. All right. So now that concludes our episode tonight. But before we leave, please allow me, guys, to share to you my own takeaway from this conversation with the wonderful, amazing Coach Migs Flores. I've actually written a lot Alright, so hindi ko lang po maintindihan kasi ang bilis magsalita ni Mig, so tinatry ko rin pong habulin. So I'm going to I'm going to share some few notes, alright? Kasi na ano naman po pare-pareho, malamang pare-pareho tayo ng notes, but if you have your own notes too, please put them in the comment section and we'd love to compare notes with you. Alright, so these are some of the notes that I've had. The best learning is airtime. Now, how are you applying or executing? If you want to enter business, learn how to sell. Trends may fade. This is actually very important, guys. So leverage on your passion. Okay, money is all about the experience. Always remember that. And the question that you might want to ask is, my consciousness ready for what I want? Because Coach Migs a while ago, he shared a big deal, a big insight with regards to being conscious. All right. Another is that whatever that is happening right now, acknowledge the reality, but do not dwell on it. If you want to provide a good story, it has to be recent or current. You cannot use your story that happened a year ago or 5 years ago. So ask yourself, what can I do now? Okay. Always remember that sales is an ultimate measure of success, and sales is a lifestyle. You cannot be successful if you do not put your money where your mouth is. And lastly, always believe even if you do not see it yet. Yeah. So those are some of my notes, and I really love this entire conversation with Coach Migs. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Coach Migs, for giving us 2 hours of your time and for sharing to us your wonderful insights. Really, I learned a lot from you. I really cannot believe na nasa mid-20s ka pa lang. It's as if I'm speaking to somebody na nasa 40 or 50 or even 70 years old because of your wisdom, right, Jerome? Maraming
Yes.
salamat sa'yo. And back to you, Jerome.
Well, thank you. Thank you once again, Migs. Now, I like to acknowledge lang dito sa comment si Carlo Puri. Idol ko si Coach Migs.
Yes.
Yes. And sabi ni Carlo, we miss you guys. Yeah, we miss you din. Na-miss natin
We
cash
miss
flow.
you,
Carlo Puri hosts,
Carl.
yeah, sa cash flow, he
Cash
does
flow.
moderating. Yeah,
Yes.
as a volunteer. So, well, thank you for tuning in. Yun. So, hope you get empowered tonight hope you get empowered by tonight's conversation. We invite you again to join us for next Wednesday for a new episode of Manifest Master Inspire with our special guests, Rigor and Myla the Divas from Iloilo. Yun. So that'll be next week on May 19, 7 p.m.
Yes. And to all our audience, especially those who stayed from start to finish, we honor you. We are so grateful to you for spending your dinner time with us. And we hope really that you got empowered by this conversation and whatever it is that you have learned from tonight. Sabi nga ni Coach Migs, nothing can happen until you start applying them and executing them in your life, because theories are good, but taking action is better. All right. So thank you so much. Have a blessed weekend
Thank
to all
you.
of you guys. And we hope to see you this coming Friday with Connecting One-on-One. Migs, maraming salamat uli. You are
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Migs.
amazing. Yes. Sam Bruce, sabi niya, I am so honored to listen to the three. Thank you so much, heart. And
Oh, thank
Sam
you,
Bruce,
Sam.
thank you so much for putting all the handles of Coach Mig. So all our viewers right now, they would know where to follow Coach Migs moving forward. God bless you all.
Thank you. Good evening.